your metabolic health. Now, a lot of people are talking about their metabolism and understanding that this is really at the core of your body's ability to burn fat and to work efficiently. Now, for me, I'm coming from the viewpoint of I just want energy to move efficiently through your body. So if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Elika. I'm a trusted advisor and energy optimization coach for purpose-driven leaders and entrepreneurs who want to optimize their energy. I run something called the Health Concierge, which is a coaching and lifestyle program that looks at all areas of your life where energy could be more optimized, and I guide you through that in the implementation. So today's video is really to share with you a different way of looking at your metabolism that I feel might be more practical in how you can really see a difference from how you actually live your life. So I love and geek out on anything that is evolutionary science, and I like to look at the way that we are designed to live. And so the first thing I want to say is that I'm going to look at this through that lens. So what that means is there are 7 primal needs that I'm going to look at. And when you work this lens efficiently in terms of your looking at your metabolism, you're going to see that it's going to be a lot more easier to focus in on how to make your lifestyle more practical and therefore use your energy more efficiently. So let's jump straight in. So I'm going to go through 7 areas where you can look at how to optimize your metabolism. So the first is food. Now, to understand food, you need to know that every single mammal has its own diet. And an elephant has a diet, a giraffe has a diet, a monkey, a dog, a cat, and obviously human beings. So diets are the food that you as a mammal are designed to eat. And so the challenge we have today is we're eating food-based products and calling it food. So the difference between food-based products and food is one is processed and one is actually created from nature. So let's look at that. When I describe the human being's diet to my clients, I always say it's everything that was growing, moving, or swimming in your grandma's garden or land when she was a child. Not now, because your grandma's probably also been influenced with food-based products. So when I think about my grandma, she grew up in Jamaica. So when I think things that were growing, she would have had yam, she would have had sweet potatoes, she would have had pumpkin, she would have had a form of spinach, mangoes, coconuts, bananas. When I think of things that were moving, that were edible, she had goats, they had chickens, right? When I think about things that were in water, firstly, what type of water is it? Is it a river? Is it a lake? Is it the sea? So for my grandma, it's the sea. So in there was a lot of lobster, snapper. So this is the things that are foods. This is all the things that you want to be looking at as your diet. Now, food-based products, which are made from man and machine, are things like bread, pasta, noodles, pastries, cakes. You don't see them growing, moving, or in the water, right? Anyone see that pasta growing over there on the tree? No, right? So the first thing is to look at what is your body designed to eat. So every single cell in your body is made from the proteins and fats and water that you consume. And therefore, if you want that cell to be working efficiently and to metabolize your energy efficiently, you have to feed it with its right fuel. So you're going to hear when we talk about metabolism, you're going to hear a lot about mitochondria, and you're also going to learn about ATP a lot. So this is, if you think about this as the battery that makes sure that you are running your energy. And I like to look at ATP as the energy currency, like a currency that energy uses. So when we think about using this currency efficiently, we have to give it the right fuel. And so nutrition is your first place to start. If your diet is predominantly made up of food-based products, processed foods, and namely these will typically have a lot of flour or sugar as the base, then there is no way that you could be using your energy efficiently. And we know that you're also going to be a sugar burner as opposed to a fat burner. And fat is the most efficient energy source of the body. Let's go to the second one. The second area to look at is water. So I already said to you that your cells are made from that. But 70% of your body is water, and water is carrying the nutrients around your body. Water is a conductor of so many things. So if you think about it, if you're consuming liquids, but those liquids are like carbonated pops, like carbonated drinks or coffee, and you're dehydrated, so you're not even consuming the right amounts of water, that you're supposed to consume, which I live in the tropics, so that is definitely more than 2 litres. I need about 3 litres. Then you don't stand a chance of allowing your metabolism to work efficiently when the nutrients are not being transported around the body well. You also don't stand a chance if the body is dehydrated, because it then hasn't got enough liquid itself to carry around. So think about that, and think about, when I'm not drinking flavoured water, and I flavour my water with certified therapeutic grade oils. So when I'm not using those to flavour the water, then I drink some coconut water, especially when I'm exercising or I've been going for a long walk. I also drink like herbal teas, but I don't drink a lot of caffeinated drinks. So for me, I'm quite sensitive to caffeine anyway, so I love a good cup of coffee, but I don't even drink it every day. For me, that's not my thing, but a lot of my clients do, and then I usually say to them, keep it before 1 o'clock and try to stick to 1 a day. And then, we think about all the other caffeinated drinks. Of course, I drink a lot of matcha. I love it, and it does have caffeine in it, but it's a slower release and it's a lot less than coffee. So the third thing I want to look at for your metabolism is the sun. The sun. Now, the sun is our most powerful energy source. So think about that. You want to use energy efficiently. Where is your source of energy coming from? Now, a lot of people are using stimulants outside of themselves for energy. Coca-Cola, coffee, right? Alcohol. But the sun is one of our most powerful energy sources. So ask yourself, do you shy away from the sun? Morning sun in particular is beautiful, but again, depending on where you live, you might find that, it's very cloudy on some days, your skin is covered up all the time, so you might literally not be getting enough sun. We know that we get vitamin D from the sun, and vitamin D is not just a vitamin, it's a hormone that regulates our immune system. So think about not having good immunity and the impact of that on your body's ability to use its energy efficiently when it's trying to fight, sickness. So that energy source is a very powerful way for you to get energy and therefore use energy efficiently. The next one would be oxygen. Now, you look at every living thing, look at a plant and think about starving that plant from oxygen. Think about any mammal and starving itself from oxygen. But the problem that we have today as human beings is that we do not breathe properly. Yeah, the breath. The breath is such a powerful source of getting energy. And for so many of us, we breathe through our mouth as the main source and not through the nose. But actually, our design is to use the nose to filter and to oxygenate our body in a much more powerful way than the mouth. As you can see, the mouth is designed for us to speak and to consume, but breathing and oxygenating your body properly is by being a nose breather. And so there are many things that you can do to do that. Some people tape their mouth when they sleep. Might sound strange if you've not tried that before, but it's a really easy way to train yourself to close your mouth and breathe through the nose, because then you get, if you sleep, the required amount, which is 8 hours, you're getting 8 hours of training yourself to breathe through your nose. Also, you can go to some very good holistic dentists and they can fit into your mouth a jaw piece that will train your mouth to sit in there and then breathe through your nose. So there are many ways to do that. And then there's breath work. Nowadays it's very easy to get access to breath work workshops online and in person, where they're teaching you and facilitating you how to use your breath to absorb more oxygen. And it's very powerful. I personally, every morning after I wake up, I personally just like to take 1 minute and do this nasal breathing exercise. So what I'm doing here is I'm breathing in through one nose, holding, then breathing out through one nose. And you can get that so that it's balanced. And this is very good for balancing the chemistry on both sides of the brain. Or you can do it where you hold for a certain amount, allow that oxygen to really oxygenate the brain before releasing. Some people like it so that the release is slow and longer, because this is activating our nervous system to be in rest and relax. Yeah. So breathing and receiving oxygen in the right amount and in the right way is a very powerful way to use your energy more efficiently. Now we're going to move on to movement. I like to say movement versus exercise because it's not a requirement, a human biology requirement for us to go to the gym. But it is a requirement to move the body. And when you move the body, you get energy moving efficiently. And think about energy comes in multiple ways. So emotions is just energy in motion. And when you don't move the body, things get stuck. Imagine that I cook you a meal and I put the meal on a table and I say, okay, don't touch it for an hour. And you come back and it's like, it's not looking the best. And then I say, okay, yeah, but just wait a bit more before you eat it. And then I say, wait till tomorrow. And the next day you come and look at it. It was a warm meal. And you look at it and you're kind of like, I don't want to eat it. Because you intuitively know it's stagnant. It's not had energy moving through it anymore. It's not as fresh as it used to be anymore. It's the same you could say as a lake that's not had fresh water moving through it. But so many of us will sit for hours and hours without moving in this position where if you think about the stomach that's digesting a lot of the foods that you eat, it's being hunched over and cramped. And then you wonder why you're not able to digest your food and therefore allow that process of elimination, well, absorption first, processing and elimination. That's not going to happen properly when you're not moving. Constipation, holding on to excess weight, holding on to stored energy in the body is going to happen when you're not moving your body. So my best movement exercise is the one that human beings are designed to do, done thousands of years. It's cheap, it's free, you can do it anywhere, and that is walking. And so if you are new to movement or you're looking for a more sustainable way to get more movement, I would invite you to think about how could you walk more. Now the next one, and the primal needs, is physical touch. We are social creatures. We moved in tribes for survival, and touch was a very important part of our well-being. It was also a very important part of how we conducted energy from others. When we are in each other's company, we have the physical body, obviously the emotional body, but we also have the auric body, which is an energetic field that's about this much away from us, surrounding us. And you'll notice that mammals pick up on that very easily. And we do, but we've lost our ability to sense that that's what's happening. And in that auric field, also known as the information field, this is where we penetrate each other. We touch each other with our frequencies through that auric field. And so one of the ways to consider physical touch is when you penetrate from that auric field onto the physical body, there is a transfer of energy that happens. You know it when something cold touches you and you're like, oh, that's cold. Or the opposite, you touch fire, ooh. So your ability to use your energy more efficiently is also about the touch, the element of touch and physical touch, and how you apply it is going to allow energy to be used efficiently. And so one of the things that I think is very powerful for this is a shower. And when you change the temperature of the shower, you go from hot to cold, then to hot again. What you're doing is sending blood away from the skin when it's cold to warm up the organs, and then the organs get activated. And then when it gets warm again, then the blood comes back. And this is a powerful way to move energy to the body, to get the body to be optimizing its metabolism. Now, the last one I want to talk about is shelter, or our environment. Our environment is very conducive to how we use energy efficiently. Do we feel safe in our environment? And so therefore, we're okay to go out, we're okay to stay in our environment. What's the temperature of our environment? If it's cold, think about how our energy is. Our energy is going to go inwards. If it's warm, our energy is going to be more relaxed. So think about all the different ways how your environment, is it set up for physical activity, so you to move, your chairs, your bed, is the ergonomical design? Is your environment allowing your metabolism to be optimized? So those are my 7 shares today around how you can optimize your metabolism. And I would love to hear from you, any questions, any thoughts on everything that I've shared today. And if you have noticed a particular area that's working really well for you, then please share with me. You know, I like to use this also as an opportunity for us to come together as a community and look at all the ways where we can optimize our energy. Because as I believe, everything is energy, and energy is your most expensive currency. So I'd love for us to be able to look at life through the lens of energy and how we can all raise our energetic frequency together. And if you are new, or even if you're not new, make sure you're subscribed, because I'm looking forward to sharing so many more of these videos and content with you. So subscribe, please like the video to make sure that more people can see it that really need support in optimizing their energy. So as a collective, our energy, our frequencies arise together and we all benefit. And please share this with somebody else that you know that would benefit from it. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon.